after we've lost everything, we're free to do anything.
Oh, no, whenever you would stay my baby, I know that my mother would never. Raise up, step my back. Thank you so much. Thank you for being so dumb.
What do you want to do in life?
Right now, so I go to the University of Miami. I'm majoring in interactive media. What I want to do with that is build virtual reality simulators for the military. Then I'm also minoring in motion pictures. I'm interested in acting and shit like that. Yeah,
Miss Cuba, what about you?
Do whatever the fuck I want. It doesn't matter. Well, I plan on becoming a doctor. So I'm just, my career.
Your career.
I'm passionate about it, so.
A life without children is vacuous, and it's inane, and it's pointless. And you may sit here and think that your career matters, but the truth is that your job will fire you out of whim and don't give a second, don't give a solitary shit. And when you're 52 and you're past it with no grandchildren in a house by yourself, and all your friends have grandchildren in this beautiful life, and you're sitting there by yourself, you think the fact that you can afford a few extra Gucci bags is going to genuinely make you feel happy? I was at my grandmother's 93rd birthday. I looked there. My grandmother had 9 children, because there was my father and 8 more. They all had a bunch of kids, blah, blah, blah. I stood there and I looked at my 93-year-old grandmother, and there was a room, a whole room full with maybe 70 people that came from that one woman. Isn't that remarkable? That nobody cared about her career. Nobody asked what job she did. Nobody asked how many times she went to the club. Nobody asked if she had time to go to festivals. No, you had 70 sentient beings, including myself, full of life from one woman who dedicated herself to being a mother and a good wife. That is beautiful. And if you sit here and genuinely think that you're going to work your ass off through your fertile years, and by the age of 54, you're not going to be suicidal alone with a cat, then you're dumb.
It dawned on me that I'm 46 years old and I don't have a husband to take care of me. I don't have a husband to help me get ready. I'm 46 years old and I still need my mama to take care of me post-op. It sucks. And I'm fucking tired. And I make jokes about the fucking buffoons that I have been encountering in dating. But in reality, this is my reality. Because all the good men have gotten married in their 20s and 30s. Because they're good men.
Want to know why a lot of women nowadays are not afraid to be single?
What is it?
After we've evolved over time,
What?
a lot of women are now business owners, hard workers, super independent, mothers.
And this is some bullet.
Women aren't as afraid of being alone and having to rely on a man to provide for her.
You're right.
How?
Because majority of y'all strong, independent single mothers have children by Pookies and Ray Rays. But you single women should be happy because you all are getting what you asked for.
But he's right.
Y'all wanted to be able to pay bills.
Got a point.
Y'all wanted to be able to have babies by multiple guys.
You ain't lying.
Y'all are getting all the attention that y'all want on social media.
That's true. Yeah.
You're making your own money.
You're right again.
And the most important thing that y'all wanted is to be alone.
Think about that.
Well, what do you have to provide for me? If I can do everything for myself, what do I really need you for?
Buy a dog, die alone. You ain't got to deal with nobody.
We are not providing and protecting because you say you can do it all on your own. Whenever you are getting attacked or screaming for help, all of the men gonna look at each other and be like,
Do you think we should help?
No, she has that strong independent ID card.
whenever it gets to that point, don't be surprised.
So now women are making these men really show and prove themselves first before they just get that ring on the finger.
Nobody's jumping to marry your ass.
Let me just say something really fast, man.
I'ma hurt somebody. I'ma hurt somebody.
Men are only improving themselves in life to make the best version of themselves. And you don't decide who puts a ring on your finger.
You don't get it yet, do you?
The man decides who he wants to marry.
Message.
What would happen if a man came up to you and said, I think you're really attractive. If I took you out, spent money on you, made you laugh and feel special, would you be open to sex and potentially a relationship?
Yeah.
You would, okay.
No. Never. Never that.
But isn't that completely honest?
That's completely honest.
Is that not literally what happens?
Yeah.
Why do you think a lot of women don't want that?
I feel like a lot of women do want that. Some women are, I don't know, they just like to be told like what they want to hear, type stuff like that. A lot of women aren't the same. You know, some of us do prefer honesty, and some other females do prefer to be told what they want to hear.
So if all women are so different, why do we have the expression know how to treat a woman? Wouldn't that imply that there's like a universal nature that all women exhibit?
No, treating a woman right is common sense. Yeah. Don't treat her like she's not human. Yeah, women have feelings just like a man does.
Well, I mean, do you think a guy, do you think a guy would approach you for any reason other than the potential to have sex?
No, wait.
I mean, I'm hot, so like maybe.
No.
Well, I mean, do you think that guys go out approaching women because they want to be friends?
No, they do want sex. They do.
So then why would it be wrong for a guy to just go up and just say, you know, I will do all these things, you know?
I mean, it's not wrong, but personally, I wouldn't let that slide.
Why? But why wouldn't you let that slide?
Because women aren't just like, women don't just walk around looking for sex. Like, it's not. That's what men do, right?
Well, right, but I'm saying women say they want a man to be completely honest. Is that not completely honest?
I mean, it is, but that's not what women, like, I mean, us is looking for at all.
So wouldn't that mean that women are more interested in having a man tell her what she wants to hear?
I'm a little confused on it. Yes.
But do men realize what they're like when they do not have money?
Do you understand the societal pressure on men to earn as much money as they fucking can to provide for everyone in their fucking life? Do you know how much fucking pressure there is on a guy to do that? Do you know how fucking crippling it can be when you're not able to be that fucking support system for everyone in your fucking life? Do you know how crippling that fucking depression is? Because by the sounds of the way that you're fucking talking, you don't. You don't know what it's like to be in a situation where you have to provide for people and you can't. You don't know what it's like to be in a situation where you're constantly pressured and your value is placed by how much money you earn, but you don't earn enough to be valued. And it's not this. And it's not this, because if I ever go out with any of the homies, if I ever go out with any of the boys, they're always like, you know what, even if you don't have money, it's fine, I'll cover you, I got this one, right? When it's the women, they expect you to pay. When it's the women, they expect you to pay. They tell you how they don't want to date a low-value man, or a man that doesn't earn over this much, or whatever. I'm fucking sick of it. I'm fucking sick of this society and the way that it's ran and the way that it fucking bullies men into being these fucking workhorses.
No, do not be vulnerable with women.
But you've never been in love.
You want to do the example?
Women are not built to handle masculine problems. Being vulnerable with a woman is some of the worst advice that modern day women give to men, because if I sit there and I cry to you, oh my god, my life is hard, blah, 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 you might sit there and console me for a bit, but deep down you're like, you and you're going to go and find someone.
So not true. I know.
Crying for
Vulnerability is so powerful.
Again, this is a common example of women saying one thing but doing another. They're saying this right now because it's politically correct to say, you can cry to me, you can be vulnerable to me, etc. But deep down, if your man came to you and was crying on your shoulder saying, I don't know what's going on, her vagina's gonna... Can I finish? Her vagina's gonna dry up, she ain't gonna want to fuck with him anymore, and she's gonna look for a stronger, more capable man, because women are designed to look for security. Hey man, I can't tell you how many times we've brought girls on the show with their own, they tell us on air, one time my boyfriend cried in front of me and I never looked at him the same. The thing is that women do not handle masculine problems. Men and women live different realities. Women are not equipped to handle masculine problems. You need to go to your guys and tell them you have issues. You want to...
Did you know
know that women leave men 80% of the time, and if they're college educated, it's 90. So if you get divorced, it's 80% of the time like the woman leaves. And one of the number one predictors of a divorce is actually if the woman out earns the man.
Oh, I love that. I actually love that. I can't lie. I actually
You love that? You don't think that's kind of shitty?
No, I'm like, girl, you go get that.
They're breaking up a family and a lifelong commitment in a home, and your reaction is you go like go get the bag, sis, or like I'm so happy for you. That's a sad situation.
You gonna leave like, damn, I had a blast. I had a good time. You feel me? Like, and why are you doing all that? Because I'm just a gentleman and I like women.
Why don't you just have sex
Why
with me?
is it?
Why don't you just have sex with me and then let it be what it is? Why wine and dine treat me all this? Like, don't do
Wait.
Don't hype me up.
I didn't say nothing about wine and dining. I didn't say nothing about wine and dining.
No, I'm just saying, don't hype me up.
See, look at this.
Okay, hold on. We can switch.
Hold tight.
No, we can switch shares, baby. Come attack him next.
But look.
We're winning. Nigga, you're just doing this.
We're telling the truth.
But y'all don't
want to take accountability.
You're not telling the truth, and that is legit the problem.
What more honesty can I say than I don't want a relationship right now? I'm much more honest can I be? And the thing is, if I say that and you still keep messing with me, what does that say about you?
Look, that's toxic. Toxicity.
Because I got a defense. I don't allow myself to get attached to bitches. Because I made that mistake when I was younger, getting attached to a bitch. Because this is the thing. I don't care who the bitch is. She could be a porn star. You hang out with a bitch enough. You kick it with her. You cuddling with her. You talk to her. You're going to become attached to her. It's just natural. You hang out with her enough. You invest time and energy into this person enough. You're going to start to go, she's a cool person. Fuck how many, like even, no, I'm not going to bring up no names, but it's like, even if she's fucked a million dudes, there's still hoes who are cool people, and we've actually talked about it all the time. A lot of my favorite bitches I've ever fucked with are hoes. Great. Hoes have the best personalities, so it's like you kick it with a hoe enough, you gonna start to like the bitch a little bit
because they go through each dick and they learn a new personalities and shit like that. Niggas like to be
learn about the world through slang and vagina. Yes.
But my point is, I've come to a place now where it's like, if I know a bitch is a hoe, or if I just see any red flags, I don't even allow myself. Like, I don't even sleep with bitches. I fuck, but I don't sleep. And I've learned, because once you start sleeping with bitches, and like, there's certain shit I do to where I don't.
You ain't got the answer, Sway. Kanye. I've been doing this more than you.
You know what? I will go ahead and say Sway had the answer.
Said you got a long way to go. Say you wanna love me.
Fellas, do not waste your time being with a woman who treats you like you are a step down. Because some of you are with women, and no matter how many compliments you give, no matter how much love you give, no matter what you buy, what you purchase, how many of these videos you listen to, you are frustrated because of how you treat it. You are frustrated because you feel like no matter what you do is not good enough.
That was last week. Let's move on. Chapter 2.
When this happens, a lot of y'all be butthurt. This is very simple. I can't believe this is, y'all treating this like rocket science, but it's very simple. Genuinely, passionately, do not care. Do not care. I know plenty of guys that every single woman treats them like this. They show interest, they ghost, they flake, and then when they done with their little fling, or they done, hitting the streets, they come back. And for some odd reason, it's like they sitting ducks, they sitting puppies just waiting for her to come back. When in the long run, you should have been doing your own thing, because she was not feeling you, and she's still not feeling you. You're just a last resort. And if you like me, I don't let women spin the block. But I don't be butthurt, and I don't be trying to get on them and trying to remind them. And if I do it by my body language. Or I actually tell them, like, no, I'm in a little situation right now, But we can be friends. We can keep it cordial. Stop trying to figure women out. This is how they are, man.
I'm not attracted to you.
Let me explain a little bit to you boys on why girls can't get over their ex-boyfriends. Now, there's this thing called the imprint. And if you're talking to a girl and she's been imprinted by another guy, say goodbye to that woman. And the imprint can just mean like just some dude that impacted her life significantly, or maybe she's like or maybe she has a baby daddy. We don't know, but we do know that she has an imprint, and she's gonna look for him and other guys. And when she can't do that, she'll always come back to him. He will always be the one that got away.
Girls don't like good guys. Now, let me break this down. A girl is a female child. It doesn't matter how old she is. She could be 30 years old and be a girl. She's immature. And you're asking her to be attracted to a good guy, a man who's righteous, who puts food on the table, has a great job, works hard, invests in himself and into his body and into his mentality. You're asking for her to be attracted to a man that she doesn't even know how to serve or even understand. Which is why these girls like bad guys. Because a bad guy is a man of poor quality. Because most likely she's of poor quality too. She doesn't bring anything to the table, so they are attracted to one another. So fellas, there's nothing wrong with you when you're saying, well, why don't girls like me? Am I too much of a good guy? No, you're just attracting the wrong type of female. You're trying to attract a child mentally when you should be trying to attract a woman. One who has the same qualities or standards as you, so you all can attract to each other.
Knowing what I know now, end that shit, bro. Because you know how many girls, dorms me and my bros walked into, they got a picture of their boyfriend on the motherfucking wall and shit. That don't mean shit, nigga. That do not mean shit. I swear to God. Swear to God, that don't mean shit, bro. Like, you ask a girl she got a boyfriend.
Going into rooms and they got their boyfriend.
You ask a girl she got a boyfriend, bro. She say that shit complicated. I mean, there's some that are low. Cause I don't know if they be lying to me and shit, but when I slide, they be like, "Oh, I got a boyfriend."
I still don't think they're loyal.